Hey, if you're watching this, I assume you already know about Bitcoin. You've probably heard about Ethereum, maybe Solana, maybe you even hold some altcoins, or maybe you're planning to start investing in crypto soon. But let me ask you something. Did you know that there are people who only invest in Bitcoin? That's right. Some investors don't touch Ethereum. They don't buy Dogecoin. They don't care about Solana, XRP, or any other altcoin. They believe Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency worth holding. No Ethereum, no NFTs, no meme coins, just Bitcoin. They call themselves Bitcoin Maximalists, and their belief? Bitcoin is the only crypto that matters. Everything else is either a distraction, an experiment, or a scam. Sounds extreme, right? But they have their reasons. And today we're going to break it all down. Let's get into it. So why would someone only invest in Bitcoin? To understand Bitcoin maximalism, we first need to understand why people believe Bitcoin is so special. Let's go back to the basics. Bitcoin was created in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. It was the first cryptocurrency, the original, the blueprint for everything that came after it. But here's the key part. Bitcoin is the only truly decentralized cryptocurrency. No CEO, no founder making decisions, no company behind it. It runs on thousands of computers worldwide, and no one can shut it down. Now let's compare that to other cryptos. Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin and his team make the rules. Solana, it's controlled by a small group of developers and investors. Even Dogecoin has a development team. Bitcoin is different. It's the only crypto that doesn't change its rules based on what a group of developers decide. Bitcoin maximalists argue that this decentralization makes it the most secure. Now let's talk about supply. Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million coins. No one can print more. No government, no central bank, no one. Ethereum, no fixed supply. They keep changing how it works. Other cryptos, most of them print more tokens whenever they want. Bitcoin maximalists believe that only Bitcoin protects against inflation. Because think about it. The US government prints trillions of dollars. The value of your money goes down. Bitcoin, it stays scarce, just like gold. That's why maximalists call Bitcoin digital gold. Now, who are these Bitcoin maximalists? Let's talk about the biggest names who only believe in Bitcoin. First, we have Michael Saylor. This guy is a billionaire, the founder of MicroStrategy, and he's gone all in on Bitcoin. His company has invested billions in Bitcoin. He says Bitcoin is the apex property of the human race. Then we have Saifedean. He wrote the book, The Bitcoin Standard, which is the ultimate guide of Bitcoin maximalism. He believes that all government money is a scam, and Bitcoin is the only way out. Next, there's Jack Dorsey. You know him, the guy who co-founded Twitter. He's also the CEO of Block, formerly Square. He believes Bitcoin will become the currency of the internet. He doesn't care about Ethereum. He doesn't invest in NFTs, just Bitcoin. Then there's Max Keiser, a hardcore Bitcoin evangelist. This guy has been talking about Bitcoin for years. He calls altcoins garbage and says they'll all fail in the long run. And we can't forget Adam Back. He's a cryptographer, one of the earliest pioneers of Bitcoin tech. He works on Bitcoin scaling solutions to make sure it stays the most powerful network. All these guys have one thing in common. They only believe in Bitcoin. Now at this point, you might be thinking, okay, Bitcoin is great, but why avoid altcoins completely? Here's their argument. First, most altcoins are centralized. Think about it. Ethereum developers can change the code whenever they want. Solana has gone down multiple times. Dogecoin was literally created as a joke. Bitcoin maximalists believe that if someone can change the rules, the system is not truly decentralized. Second, altcoins are risky. Many crypto projects crash and disappear. Remember Luna? It was a top 10 crypto, and then it went to zero. Remember FTX? People trusted it, and then it collapsed. Bitcoin maximalists argue that Bitcoin is the only safe bet in crypto. Because while altcoins come and go, Bitcoin has been here for over a decade. It has survived crashes, government bans, attacks from banks, and it's still here. Third, Bitcoin is the best store of value. While altcoins try to be faster, or add smart contracts, or chase trends, Bitcoin is simple. It's money, a way to store your wealth outside the traditional banking system. So now comes the big question. Are they right? Is Bitcoin the only crypto worth holding? Or are altcoins actually valuable? Here's my take. Crypto has been through wild cycles. Hype, crashes, scams, recoveries, fortunes made overnight, fortunes lost just as fast. And through it all, one thing remains clear. Bitcoin is the only asset in crypto that has stood the test of time. Let's put things in perspective. Most serious investors look at the S&P 500 for long-term growth. It delivers an average return of 8 to 10% per year. That's considered a safe bet. But Bitcoin? It has outperformed the S&P 500 every single year by an enormous margin. Over the past decade, Bitcoin's average yearly return has been over 100%, 10 times the stock market. Even with its volatility, even with its crashes, even with governments trying to ban it, Bitcoin continues to rise. Now let's compare that to altcoins. Altcoins may bring quick profits, but they come with even bigger risks. Let's be brutally honest. How many altcoins from 2017 are still relevant today? How many altcoins from 2021 are still thriving? The truth is, most altcoins don't survive. They live, they pump, then they fade into obscurity. Bitcoin has been here for 15 years. Altcoins? Most can't last 5. Think about what happened to Luna, a top 10 crypto, backed by billions. People thought it was the future. Then in 1 week, it collapsed to zero. Investors lost everything. This isn't an exception. This is the pattern. Crypto is full of altcoins that promise the world and then disappear. FTX, gone. Celsius, gone. BlockFi, gone. Bitcoin? It didn't just survive. It kept growing. This is why Bitcoin is different. It's not controlled by a company. It has no CEO, no foundation making decisions, no central team changing the rules. Bitcoin doesn't have a founder who can be arrested, doesn't have a marketing team that hypes it up. It just exists, and no one can shut it down. That's why Bitcoin maximalists believe it's the only crypto that truly matters. They don't see Bitcoin as an investment. They see it as the future of money itself. Michael Saylor calls it the apex property of the human race. Jack Dorsey believes Bitcoin will become the currency of the internet. Saifedean Ammous calls it the hardest form of money ever created. Their argument is simple. Bitcoin is the only truly decentralized, scarce, and uncensorable digital asset. Altcoins? They can be manipulated, controlled, inflated. Ethereum? It has no fixed supply. Its developers change its rules. Solana? It's crashed multiple times. Dogecoin? It was created as a joke. Bitcoin is different. No CEO, no company, no control, just pure, unstoppable money. Now let's talk about long-term thinking. Most people in crypto chase hype. They want fast gains. They gamble on the next big thing. But what happens when the hype is gone? Do you want to gamble or do you want to build real wealth? Because Bitcoin is not a gamble. It's the hardest money ever created. It doesn't rely on marketing. It doesn't rely on hype. It relies on one thing, mathematical certainty. A fixed supply of 21 million. No government can print more. No developer can change it. It is the foundation of financial freedom. Now let's talk about risk. Bitcoin is less risky than altcoins. It is the only crypto that has stood the test of time. It is the only one that is truly decentralized. It is the only one that governments can't shut down. So should you only invest in Bitcoin? That's up to you. Some people like the risk of altcoins. Some people believe Ethereum has value. But one thing is clear, Bitcoin is the safest bet in crypto. Now the question is, do you see the truth or do you still believe in altcoins? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments, including Bitcoin, come with risks, and past performance does not guarantee future results. Always do your own research and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions. The views expressed in this video are based on available information and personal analysis. Invest wisely and at your own risk. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into crypto. And let's continue the discussion in the comments. Do you think Bitcoin is the only crypto that matters? Or do altcoins have a future? Let me know below.